I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. The oath does not expire. It does not become of no effect when your term of enlistment is over. The oath is forever. The oath is for patriots.
Hello, this is Dave from Net4 Truth USA, Whirlwind Revolt. It is October 8th, 2019, and we see a lot of speculations on the internet about the Democrats and their plot to try to impeach the President of the United States. The latest one is that Pelosi will become the president once Trump and I can't even get my mind straight over this. How these people think. I mean, they're going to try to get Trump and Pence out of office, presumably at the same time, and presumably some people have speculated, but I don't think that it will ever happen, by assassinating both of them. Let me give you a message, Deep State. I am 68 years old, and I was ready to give my life for my country when I took that oath in 1969. And nobody has ever relieved me of that oath, nor would I be relieved of it if it was offered to me. We have a lot more domestic enemies than we ever had foreign enemies, and in the words of the late Dr. Stan Monteith, we have the best enemies that money can buy. And Joe Biden and his ilk in the revelations about the Ukraine are just one example of what has been going on in this country for a very, very long time. Let me tell you this, and I am the only one on this venue that has the chutzpah and the testicular fortitude to say it out of my mouth. There are 1 million of us who will stand in a line ready to do whatever it takes to rid this country of this evil scum. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities and the forces of darkness. It's a spiritual war that has broken through into this dimension. And the reason that we see it and other people don't is because somehow we can wrap our minds around this. And we know that it's not bullshit. It's not some story that somebody made up. It's not some tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that somebody cooked up to get clicks on Facebook or Twitter or their tube. I don't engage in clickbait. If you don't like what I say, you don't have to listen. This is a free country, after all. That's what they say, anyway. But when you turn on that TV, you got a half an option. Fox News. And they're going down the tubes fast, too. And they've been controlling the media at least since November 22nd, 1963, when the coup d'etat happened. And what you're seeing right now is an attempt to keep control of that coup, to keep that coup from being overturned, and rightful control of this government returned to the people. I don't know where these libtard idiots get their brains from or what planet they're living on. All you have to do to ensure your complete, total demise is to hurt my president. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. And if you don't believe me, Deep State, just take a look at the comments on this channel. And I know it's gonna come down anyway in a couple of days anyway, because they can't handle the truth.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
But the Constitution of the United States will be upheld. The Constitution of the United States follows the chain of command. The first thing on the chain of command is the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of the press. And if you take that away, there's nothing left but the successor of the First Amendment, which is number 2. And if the deep state thinks that they're going to pull another November 22nd, 1963, and get away with it, they're dreaming for real. Because if that man catches a head cold, you're done. You're done. You hear about the plans. Nancy Pelosi wants to become the president. In order for that to happen, Pence and Trump have to be gone. Then she would take the Hildebeest, otherwise known as the Ovenmit Fashionista, the Golden Moo, as her VP. Then she'll step down. The Golden Moo will become president, and she'll take on Mao Zedong or somebody with similar ideology. Maybe she'll go over and hire the caliphate from the Islamic terrorists over in ISIS territory over there and make him the vice president. These people are planning to destroy this country, and the only reason they haven't been arrested yet is beyond me. They must have some kind of dead man switch in place, and they'd be stupid as a bag of rocks not to. Just like all of us do. Just like all of us who have been doing this for many, many years. I've been doing this way before I got on the YouTube channel. I published a book called Land of Childhood's Fears back in 2005 that just scratches the surface, but it gives you a little, it opens the door, let's just put it that way. I know from whence I speak. I've been there. I've done that. So if they want to start a war, they're going to start a war. But they're going to lose because their supporters are like farts in the wind. Their supporters are little soy boys that don't know what bathroom to use. And they're up against hardened military people, ex-military people, who have the skills, the knowledge, and the resources to do what's need to be done. What needs to be done is these people need to be arrested immediately. How are they going to impeach the president when they're all down in Gitmo looking out at the bay and pondering over their insanity that they've perpetrated on this country for the last 60 years? Nancy Pelosi, you will never step foot in the Oval Office. Hillary Clinton, take a pill and chill out. You will never become the President of the United States or Vice President of the United States or anything having to do with this government ever again. You people are done. You know you're done, and you're grasping at straws. So turn yourselves in and hope the judge has mercy on you. Because if you set off the Patriots, there will be no such mercy. And before I go, let me throw this one question out there. We now have a second whistleblower. How do you blow a whistle on something that has already been divulged? How does that happen? You know the ridiculousness of all of this, and that the people have been gaslighted by the mainstream media into thinking that impeachment of the President of the United States, which undoes the election, which undoes our vote, is going to happen, is absolutely mind-boggling. Absolutely blows me away how anybody could even stand to listen to that bullshit. How do you have a whistleblower on something that has been already divulged? There's an axiom in the law, and it says in Latin, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. Translated into English, it means false in one, false in all. In other words, the boy who cried wolf reaches his believability limit at 3. This is how many now? I rest my case. This is Dave from Net4 Truth USA, Whirlwind Revolt. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Godspeed.
Please subscribe to our backup channels, Whirlwind Revolt, Inglorious Patriots, and Net4 Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. You can also find us at Net4 Truth USA on BitChute. We fly so close to the target, we're on our 4th fighter jet. We will be relentless truth seekers until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/net4truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.